Hey Cancer, welcome to your love reading. I hope everyone's well and happy. If you're new to Soul Embers, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful and you choose to stick around. A massive shout out and thank you to all the consistent viewers and subscribers that have supported Soul Embers this year. I do appreciate you and I hope to continue being of service and delivering messages and channeling messages for you that are uplifting, motivating, inspiring, offer clarity, enlightenment, and also help you on your healing journeys. So, Cancer, what is going on in your love life? Who is this message for today? Who am I connecting with? Who needs to hear this message today? What's going on with Cancer in their love life? How are the Cancers out there feeling about love right now? How is Cancer feeling about love right now? What's going on? Well, it's time to find some balance, Cancer. Yeah, when it comes to your happiness, you might be feeling a little bit depleted when it comes to this situation with this love interest or the person that you're connecting with. I'm getting that you've put in a lot of energy, a lot of time. You really have not acted from impulse or, jump in and hope for the best. You've put in energy, time, effort, consistency, and it's been quite tiring. I feel that it's reached a point where you feel that it may originally have started with very little resistance. You may have been giving of yourself, your very loving self, Cancer, your very nurturing self, without any limitations. This means a lot to you and meant a lot to you at that time, and you were giving with no limits. And I feel that as time progressed, that did evolve and the relationship did evolve, or the situationship, depending on your situation, has progressed. But you're really starting to take a step back and have a look and see, have a look and see, whether your efforts are reciprocated. You're really weighing it up right now because you're starting to feel tired. You're starting to feel there's a little bit of resistance when it comes to giving more of yourself. You may be feeling that you're running a little bit of empty. You're not, the energy isn't being exchanged in a way that can replenish your reserves and, give you that boost that's needed to keep it going with clarity and foresight. So something's not feeling quite right for you right now, Cancer. You know that this is something you really want, but something isn't sitting right. You feel like there's something that's not quite right, okay? And you don't quite know what it is. You just know that something's not sitting right with you. So that's the message that I'm getting, the overall message. But let's break this down and have a look and see what the deal is here with Cancer and this person. What's the deal? Why is Cancer feeling this way? Too many cards there, so I'll pop them back. Why is Cancer feeling this way? Okay. There is a little bit of inconsistency in their energy. I feel that they come in, there's definitely inconsistency with their energy. There is a need for them to take what they say and put practices into place that will enable them to turn that into tangible results. I feel that there's a lot of talk about stepping into something more consistent, something more reliable, but they fall up short of that. So really, they're not putting their money where their mouth is. They may truly want to see this. They may truly want to embrace the energy of being consistent, of being creative and resourceful, and finding ways to progress this and build this relationship in ways that help you feel safe and secure, whether it be in materialistic ways or whether it be in emotional ways. So they're very persuasive, Cancer, with what they have to say. They truly do believe that this is what they want to achieve. However, they haven't actually exercised this before. It seems like there is a really big gap between who they actually are with who they want to be with. And the person that you're in love with, Cancer, is the person they want to be with. You love aspects of who they are today, but it's the promise of what they're going to bring tomorrow, which is aligning with what you want to achieve in your love life. And this is something that you're not seeing. In fact, they come, what they actually deliver are these, they fall short of the promise, let's say. So you are feeling depleted because you're carrying this vision and you're progressing the relationship, but it seems like you're carrying the majority of that burden, and it's been tiring. But you're not giving up. You're going to keep persevering. You know something's not right, and I think what's happening here is you're starting to see who they truly are rather than who they tell you they are. So what's this person's deal? Let's break this down a little bit more and see. Which way is this going? They lack a lot of confidence, Cancer. It feels like it is a decision that they've made to hold back from really elevating this and really taking responsibility and stepping into the energy of who they say they want to be. Because they're afraid of being hurt. They're afraid of being left behind. They're afraid, that they are holding on to the pain of loss. So they may have had some disappointments in their love life before. This could even have to do with family or friends or a combination of all of that. And they've been hurt when they've put in 100%. But this isn't fair because it feels like you're putting in 100% and they're playing it safe. And it's not because they don't want to put in 100%. It's because there are some blocks that they need to work through or some healing that needs to take place so that they can truly take that risk again and trust themselves that they can bounce back if something doesn't go to plan. This is about taking the risk to love, taking the risk to live and experience. And it's something that, it seems like they're challenged by. There may have also been a conversation here that's taken place around this. I feel that you have, you found out the deeper reasons behind why they act the way they do. The other message that I'm getting for you, Cancer, is that it isn't time for them. They need some more time. They definitely do, before they can start creating what it is that they envision with you in the future. There's some inner work that needs to take place here so that they can truly enter the same vibration and ride that same frequency that you're currently on. And this is probably why you're feeling so depleted, because they are wanting to step into that frequency, but they're vibrating on a different level. So it makes it increasingly difficult. And I guess the question that I'm getting, that's the question marks that are coming up in my mind is trust. Can I trust that they will carry through with what their promises are? Are they ready? Will it happen? And so there is this mirroring effect that's happening here. They don't trust. They don't want to give in 100% because they're afraid of getting hurt. And you are starting to reflect that same energy and mirror that same energy that they are. You don't trust that they're going to step into that power because of what they've experienced now. So they're questioning themselves, and now you're on that same frequency where you're questioning it as well. Now, if you really want this to work, Cancer, you really need to step out of that, and rather than be drawn into that, you need to maintain your standard and your vibration so that they can be pulled out of theirs and they can trust the process also. Question is, are you willing to wait and support them as they go about this healing that needs to take place for them to embrace this relationship? Or will you give them space so that they can work on it and you can maintain your standard and feel that you're stepping into your own power and you're taking your energy back rather than giving it up, which is causing you to feel depleted? And when they're ready, they can come find you. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Wow, deep. Very deep. So let's have a look and see. I want to know what message the Spirit have for you on this. Patience. It's not quite there yet, but there is promise for this. Okay, there is promise. This is beautiful, Cancer. This is what Spirit wants you to know. And I was thinking, do I move on to another deck or do I draw out a couple more cards? And I'm really glad that I did, because you got a beautiful set here. What you're envisioning, that dream that you want to fulfill with this person, the discussions that you've had, what you both have dreamed about creating together, it's definitely possible. It's there. It's up for the taking. There is some need, though, to find that balance. Balance is what's needed here. And time as well. Patience. The alchemy's not quite right. Temperance is still mixing fire with water, let's say. It's not quite time yet. This is a beautiful message. You might feel really challenged by this right now, Cancer, but the overall message that I'm getting for you here is the balance is needed. And maybe you have started to give up your energy in hope that you can build up theirs. And what I'm feeling has happened is it's caused you to start feeling that resistance because you're moving further and further away from what matters most to you. As you're trying to achieve this dream with this person, you're trying to work through their energy. Pardon me. The message I'm getting is it's time to restore balance by taking back all that energy, dropping it back into your body, and focusing on this end result. And what matters most to you, and the standards that you need to upkeep within yourself to uphold this vision that you have. That type of, when you're able to do that, what will happen is, rather than you becoming a repelling type of energy where you are you're chasing the dream, instead you're taking your energy back, and it allows for them to be attracted to your energy. Attracted to the vision. Yeah. You need to re-magnetize yourself. The polarity needs to switch. At some point, it needs to switch. And the way you can go about doing that is by making sure you draw your energy back in. So rather than becoming, like I said, that pursuing energy that is repelling, you become the receiving energy of what you want to achieve. And it's by giving them the space that they need, or by upholding your standard and your vision and the boundaries that you need to, so that they can work towards stepping into the same vibration. I hope that makes sense for you. All right, now let's have a look and see what message does Spirit have for you when it comes to this. How can you go about really starting that journey towards restoring balance, taking that first step? What does Cancer need to do? Surrender to effortlessness. Wow, Cancer. Gee. This hits the nail on the head. Like, this is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning, about you have started to feel some resistance as things have progressed. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Boom. That's exactly what we're talking about. So the first step to this is making decisions that you feel sit right within you, for you, not for the relationship, not for them, not with the vision in mind or the goal in mind, rather than just getting through day by day. What feels right for you? What will you accept that sits right? What will you willingly give up your energy for with very little effort? By doing that, you create the flow. You're redirecting yourself. That's all this is. You may feel that it's difficult to pull back your energy from the goal or from the person, but in actual fact, all you're doing is you're redirecting it back into yourself so that you can regain that balance that's needed in order for them to find their way. Wow. Okay, and finally, to close this off, I'm going to pull out a love message for you. Guys, I do take personal readings. My contact details are in the description box below. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. If this is a message that resonates with you and, this is your story and you'd like to work through that process of restoring that balance and surrendering to effortlessness, how to do that, I'd love to work with you and connecting with you. Okay, so what's the love message we have for Cancer? What do we need Cancer to know right now? Miracles and blessings. Oh, I love this. Everything has its gift. Miracles and blessings. I'm getting the message here that focusing on the moment, focusing on the mundane, on the everyday is what is going to restore a lot of balance for you, Cancer, because, maybe you've forgotten about enjoying the day-to-day and all you've been focusing on is reaching this goal, and forgotten about the simple fact that in order to make your way towards that goal, you still need to feed the source that will get you there. Okay, and you have been trying to reach that goal by feeding another person's source so that they can regain their strength and their energy. And now it's time for you to feed your source and allow them the space to find ways to fill their own source independently, so that there is an equal energy exchange between the two of you and not one of you is giving more of. Okay, so this is a beautiful message. It's very promising. It's a very promising reading. It's just time to kind of recalibrate, reset, take stock as you already are. You're on the right path already of what you've given, what's worked well, what hasn't, and, you recenter yourself. Finding the miracles and the blessings in the little things every day when you spend time together, the laughter, the joy that you get from each other's company, and just being in that moment is really going to help. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. I look forward to your next lot of readings. Bye, Cancer.